Hello guys, so this is my first video into content creation and I will be talking about photography, all I've learned over the years and of course all I will learn as I grow. But then before I go into that, today's video will be about my journey so far. So how photography started for me was back then, several years ago, over a decade. After my high school days, my mom felt I should learn a skill. So she suggested photography. To me back then, photography was not a thing. I'm not one of the guys. It wasn't my thing, basically. I didn't have any flair for photography. Rather, I was more interested in IT-related stuff. So that was what I opted for. So I did my IT. I learned hardware repair and maintenance. And afterwards, I did my internship in a church, in the IT department, where I met Mr. Ivan, who happens to be the CEO and the lead photographer of Genic Photos. Yes. And then I remember he offered me a job to work at his studio as their IT personnel to maintain the systems. I took the offer gladly, and then I started working in Genic Photos. One rule he had then was that no matter the office you're occupying, whether a secretary, whether you're the janitor, whether you're, like for me then, I was the IT person, you must have a basic knowledge on photography. So, and then he had books. He had this book in his studio library by Scott Kelby, basic digital photography and advanced. So I took this book, I read them, and also he tutored us one-on-one. He was also a man that is interested in the growth of his staff. So he got weekly videos for us to learn from, and that was how I started my photography journey. I could remember then, there was no photographer on the ground. Maybe they stepped out for lunch or something, and the customer walks in. I handle the photography. I handle the studio session, and that was how I started. And he's under his tutorship, teaching us different things we needed to know. I had a hold on photography, and that was how it started for me. So years after, I felt it was time for me to begin mine. So I started out as a freelance photographer. Then at this time, I'd already picked passion in portrait and fashion photography. So I stick to it. I've been privileged to work with very interesting individuals in the fashion industry and prominent individuals in the professional industry and all walks of life. And today I am excited to share my experience with you in my next videos and subsequent videos. So stay tuned, like, subscribe, and share this content. Turn on the notification button so you will be notified anytime I upload new videos. See ya.